Hey everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this Netflix review. It really means the world to me that you guys are willing to sacrifice some time out of your day to watch my reviews. It just humbles me and I really do appreciate it. Guys, I just want to let you know that I review everything that has just been released on Netflix. So if you're ever curious about whether a show or a movie is going to be good or bad, if it's worth investing your time in, come across to my channel and I'll let you know. Because I want to become your go-to Netflix guy. So give my channel a subscribe. So everyone, today we're going to be talking about a horror documentary series or a docu-series called Haunted Latin America, which is a sequel series to the series Haunted that was released in 2018. I'm not sleeping tonight. I got genuinely scared watching this. I am a crybaby when it comes to horrors, I will admit that. My fiance, not so much. She loves horrors, and so we constantly have this discussion because gosh, I get scared super easily. I get scared so easily. You guys better appreciate the sacrifice I'm going to make for you guys by not sleeping tonight. So let me give you a rough breakdown of what this docu-series is about. Ultimately, there are 5 episodes within this series, each from about half an hour to 40 minutes in length, each chronicling a different real life or true story about a haunting that happened in Colombia or Mexico, Latin America. And so these definitely got scary. There's definitely an element of realism to them, especially if everything's supposed to be based off of real life. So knowing that people believe this to be true just makes it a little bit more freaky, makes it a little bit more scary. So yes, everything in this series is painted as if it happened in real life. Everything is real. Every episode begins with saying based off of the real life story. So if you're into true crime or the paranormal or the supernatural, anything like that, I believe this is right up your alley. I think you're going to have a great time watching this because the production value of this series is incredibly high. It's a great series that really amps up the horror elements to really get you scared and so that you can understand what these people must have experienced in that moment. So do I necessarily believe that everything that is portrayed on screen is true? No. Just like any other series that's based in reality or movie that's based on a true story, there is, of course, changes to make things a little bit more dramatic, to make it a little bit more exciting. Blatant example, the way everything is filmed in this, the lights are always off. Turn the lights on and makes everything a lot less scary. So from a production design point of view, you can tell they filmed everything, or they color graded everything. They probably did a lot of day for night shooting. So they color graded everything to make it a lot more dark, a lot more gloomy, a lot more scary. Necessarily, I believe that completely contradicts the human nature to turn on a light. I'm not going to argue with any of the evidence or anything found that people believe that these events really, truly happen. That's not what I'm trying to say in this review. What I'm going to say in this review is whether it's worth watching or not. So as mentioned before, the production design for this series is really well done. The cinematography is also great. They've got a bit of a shaky cam when they need to, still shots when they need to. Visual effects are really good for a series of this type. They really give the supernatural figures, the ghosts, the demons, whatever you want to call them, or whatever they're supposed to be in their specific story context, they made them look really believable and really scary. Genuinely, when I watched this series, the designs of these supernatural beings was really scary. Not only was it believable in regards to the visual effects to make them look that way, but the designs were freaky, and I got uncomfortable watching this series. I genuinely got a little bit scared. Again, I get scared easily, but I think this series did a very good job of telling these horrific stories. The narration left a little bit to be desired. Of course, we're getting these first-hand accounts from the people that witnessed these events. But I feel like they say a lot of things that aren't necessary to the story, but then leave out a lot of things that are very necessary to the story. At the end of every episode, I always had 2 or 3 questions going, why do they not address that? And for me, that's really disappointing. If you're watching a series where the sole point is to educate someone on a specific topic, or especially in a documentary series like this, where clearly you're watching this because you want to understand the paranormal, it can be a little bit disappointing when you're left with more questions than answers. And that's my biggest gripe with this series. I don't want to get invested in a series that's supposed to be educational. And at the end of the day, I just have more questions. And maybe that's the hook. It's supposed to engage you, so then you're going to do your own research on these different events that have taken place. And apparently lots of these are very, very well known in Latin America. So it's not going to be difficult to do your own research on these topics. But I also feel like then that completely destroys the reason for having this documentary in the first place. I want everything explained to me so I don't have to do my own research. But ultimately, guys, I thought this was a solid documentary series. Very scary, very creepy. I would recommend it to anyone that's interested in true crime, the paranormal, or supernatural. A good series, scary series. I'm not sleeping tonight. And if you are looking for a reason to sleep, don't watch this series. But guys, thank you so much. You're the best. You're awesome. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Give this video a like. Comment down below if you're going to watch this series. If you're not, what you thought of it. I would love to know. And I hope to see you guys again in another video.